A philosophy professor stood before his class with some items on his table. When the class began, he wordlessly picked up a very large and empty glass jar and proceeded to fill it with golf balls. He then asked the students if the jar was full. They agreed that it was. The professor next picked up a box of sand and poured it into the jar. Of course, the sand filled up everything else. He asked once more if the jar was full. The students responded with a unanimous yes. The professor then said, "Now, I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. The golf balls are the important things: your family, your children, your health, your friends, and your favorite passions. If everything else was lost and only they remained, your life would still be full. The pebbles are the other things that matter, like your job, your house, and your car. The sand is everything else, the small stuff." The professor then said, "Now, I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. The golf balls are the important things: your family, your children, your health, your friends, and your favorite passions. If everything else was lost and only they remained, your life would still be full. The pebbles are the other things that matter, like your job, your house, and your car. The sand is everything else, the small stuff. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Play with your children. Take time to get medical checkups. Take your partner out to dinner. There will always be time to clean the house or fix the sink. Take care of the golf balls first, the things that really matter. Set your priorities. The rest is just sand." An elderly carpenter was ready to retire. He told his boss of his plans to leave the house building business and live a more leisurely life with his family. He would miss the paycheck, but he needed to retire. The boss was sorry to see his good worker go and asked if he could build just one more house as a personal favor. Sawing, but with less energy, the carpenter said yes, but in time it was easy to see that his heart was not in his work. He resorted to shoddy workmanship and used inferior materials. He just wanted to get it over with. It was an unfortunate way to end a dedicated career. So it is with us. We build our lives, a day at a time, often putting less than our best into the building. Then with a shock, we realize we have to live in the house we have built. If we could do it over, we'd do it much differently. But we cannot go back. You are the carpenter of your own life. Each day you hammer a nail, place a board, or erect a wall. Build wisely. It is the only life you will ever build. Even if you live it for only one day more, that day deserves to be lived graciously and with dignity. A gentleman was walking through an elephant camp, and he spotted that the elephants weren't being kept in cages or held by the use of chains. All that was holding them back from escaping the camp was a small piece of rope tied to one of their legs. As the man gazed upon the elephants, he was completely confused as to why the elephants didn't just use their strength to break the rope and escape the camp. They could easily have done so, but instead, they didn't try to at all. Curious and wanting to know the answer, he asked a trainer nearby why the elephants were just standing there and never tried to escape. The trainer replied, "When they are very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and, at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free." The man was amazed. These animals could at any time break free from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. Like the elephants, how many of us go through life hanging on to a belief that we cannot do something, simply because we failed at it once before? Failure is part of learning. We should never give up the struggle in life. Don't let your past ropes hold you back from your future. An old man was walking on the beach at dawn. As he walked, he noticed a young man picking up starfish that had been washed up by the tide and throwing them back into the ocean. There were thousands of starfish stranded on the sand, stretching as far as the eye could see. The old man watched for a while and then approached the youth. "Son," he said, "there are miles and miles of beach and thousands of starfish. Do you really think your efforts will make a difference? You can't possibly save them all." The young man listened politely. Then, he bent down, picked up another starfish, and threw it gently into the waves. He turned to the old man, smiled, and said, "It made a difference to that one." We often feel overwhelmed by the world's problems. We think, what can I do? I'm just one person. But the truth is, you don't have to change the whole world at once. If you can help one person, if you can brighten one day, or if you can save one life, that is enough. We often feel overwhelmed by the world's problems. We think, what can I do? I'm just one person. But the truth is, you don't have to change the whole world at once. If you can help one person, if you can brighten one day, or if you can save one life, that is enough. Never underestimate the power of a small act of kindness. You might not change the entire world, but you will change the world for that one person. Be the one who throws the starfish back.